Hi, I'm Mary and I've been making these little peanut pillows for the Martyr Mothers in Brisbane for a couple of years now. Other interested volunteers might find these tips useful in following the directions. This is the tricky part, pinching the seams together to make the flat part in the 5 centimetre centre of the pillow. So take one seam as such, pinch it together, join it up with a seam on the following side. Get a couple of pins. Pin it in place. Then you go, when you've done that, give each end a little bit of a push to make sure all the filling stays down the ends of the pillow. Now you pinch together the opening, join it up with the opposite seam. Pin those together. Then you pin along the sewing lines. Try to make sure that they match on either side. Like so. Now you've got the flat part in the centre. Once you get to this stage, I get a needle and cotton in a bright colour so that you can easily see it, and I hand stitch all around the edge of this rectangle in the centre of the pillow, along the sewing lines here, along the seam lines here. Once that's done, you take out the pins, take it to your sewing machine, and using a zipper foot, you stitch around this rectangle, always sticking to the sewing lines here, along the edge, along this sewing line. When you hand sewed it together, you need to make sure that the lines on this side and this side are aligned. Once you've finished sewing on your machine around the rectangle, use an unpicker to pick out the brightly coloured cotton thread that you used to keep the rectangle in place. Then what you're left with is your lovely little finished pillow. Nice and flat in the centre where the baby's head goes, nice and puffy at the edges.